This is the second part of component level design and basic component diagram symbols and notations. First one is component. Component is the logical unit block of the system and it has higher abstraction than classes. It is represented by rectangle in the upper right corner with the tabs this one or words written above. Words indicates the name of the component through which we can identify that component. Second is interface. Interface describes a group of information used or provided by components. It is represented by small circle or semicircle on a stick. Full circle represents an interface created or provided by the component, and semicircle represents a required interface like a person's input, what we are requiring. Next one is dependencies. Dependency indicates the dependencies among components, several components. It is indicated through dashed arrow mark. Here two components are the interface is the this indicates the dependency from the component to interface. And port is represented by square, this one, along the edge of the system or the edge of a component. This port is represented here for this component, and it is connected through interface and connected to second component. And how to draw a component diagram? We have to take a stock of everything needed to implement the system. For example, in a single e-commerce system, we need the components such as products, customer accounts, orders, etc. And we have to make a visual representation of each of the components. Then describe the organization and relationship between these components using interfaces, ports and dependencies. Here is a simple example. Here components are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 components are the holiday reservation session is a component, hotel reservation is a component, loyalty program is a component, credit card billing is a component, then car reservation is a component, and then airline reservation. Then this indicates the interface holiday reservation, interface for hotel reservation, interface for billing, interface for loyalty program, and interface for car reservation, and then interface for airline reservation. Interface, this small circle represents the interface created or provided by the component, and this semicircle is a required interface. And an individual software component, which is either a software package or a web service or a web resource or a module, which encapsulates a set of related functions or data. And all system processes are placed into separate components. And several components communicate with each other through interfaces. Here, client does not need to know about the inner workings of the component, how it is implementing. That is, ordinary customer need not know about the abstraction, what are the things inside that system. He doesn't know. And this component needs to be fully documented. That whatever we are using, whatever modules or submodules we are using or interfaces we are using, we have to document it thoroughly, properly, and thoroughly tested. Everything has to be tested. Every testing has to be done through this model, and it has to be robust with a comprehensive input validity checking. It's able to pass back the appropriate error messages or return codes, and is designed with an awareness that it will be put to unforeseen users also. And these are the principles of component based architecture. should be extensible, it should be replaceable, and it has to be encapsulated, it should be independent, and it is reusable, and it should not be context specific. That is, extensible indicates that a component can be extended from existing components to provide new behavior, new things, new tasks, and it should be replaceable. Components may be readily substituted with other similar components. Have to replace one component with another. After that, it should be working properly. And it should be encapsulated. Components exposes interface which allow the caller to use its functionality and hides the detail of the internal processes or any internal variables or state. Customer doesn't want to know about the internal workings of the system. And reusability. Components are designed to be reused in different scenarios, in different applications. And it should not be context specific. Components are designed to operate in different environments and contexts. As specific information such as state data should be passed to the component instead of being included in or accessed by the component. And here are some advantages of using component-based architecture. Component-based architecture reduces the cost of development and maintenance. That is, we are doing everything related to that system, every component and modules, functions and submodules, everything has to be done, and it is properly documented. Then it is thoroughly tested also. Next one is, it is reusable, which means can be used to reusable components to spread the development and maintenance cost across several applications. For several applications, we have to reuse the same component, and it increases the reliability of the whole system via reuse. And it is easy to maintain and update the implementation without affecting the rest of the system. And maintenance and updation will be easy if you are representing the component level diagram architecture properly. And it modifies the complexity with the use of component container and its services. If the new compatible versions are available, then it is easy to replace the existing versions without any impact on the other components. So thank you.